Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to dive deep into the enigma that is the female psyche when it comes to communication with the opposite sex. What do women truly want to hear from the men in their lives? The answer may surprise you. From an early age, little girls are inundated with fairy tales depicting dashing princes sweeping princesses off their feet with poetic proclamations of undying love and devotion. We're taught that the key to a woman's heart is through pretty words and flowery romantic gestures. But is that really all there is to it? I'm here to tell you that while compliments and romance have their place, the phrases that will truly resonate with a woman go far beyond surface-level flattery. You see, women crave authenticity, vulnerability, and emotional intelligence from their partners. We'll start with one of the most powerful things a woman longs to hear: "I hear you." Too often, communication breaks down because men simply aren't listening actively and empathetically. A woman wants to feel understood, not just on a superficial level, but on a deeper emotional plane. Truly listening without judgment or the instinct to immediately solve the problem means the world. Speaking of emotions, a huge intimacy barrier is the masculine tendency to bottle up feelings. When a man can muster the courage to say, "I'm feeling," and openly express what's going on inside, he forges a profound connection. Having the emotional security to be so vulnerable creates a safe space for a woman to do the same. Another phrase loaded with meaning is, "You're right." The ability to humbly acknowledge your partner's perspective, even if it contradicts your own stance initially, demonstrates maturity and wisdom. A woman doesn't want to constantly face the brick wall of stubbornness. She craves a collaborative mind who values her input. In the vein of taking accountability, owning up to mistakes is also huge. "I was wrong, and I'm sorry," shows her that her partner is self-aware and willing to admit fault, rather than projecting blame or making endless justifications. Defending one's ego is the enemy of emotional intimacy. Now for some more feminine energy: "How can I support you right now?" Women carry so many unseen burdens, and asking how you can be of service makes her feel truly cared for. Even if there's no immediate action step, just acknowledging her struggles with empathy reminds her that she doesn't have to shoulder everything alone. Speaking of unseen burdens, most women don't want a partner who is oblivious to the mental load involved in running a household and family. Saying, "Tell me more about everything you're juggling right now," and then truly listening builds so much respect and appreciation. Don't make her spell out all the invisible tasks she has to keep track of, just recognize it. Possibly the most intimate sharing of vulnerability happens when a man can say, "I'm afraid." Men are conditioned to suppress fear and avoid appearing weak, but revealing one's vulnerabilities is actually a demonstration of strength, not weakness. It creates incredible emotional intimacy. And as hard as it can be for men, saying, "I need," and making themselves a little vulnerable fills up a woman's heart, too. Whether it's a need for reassurance, support, or something more physical, voicing one's needs expresses trust and intimacy in the relationship. On a lighter note, women love words that convey a spirit of adventure, spontaneity, and an ability to get out of the relentless daily grind. Phrases like, "Let's go on an adventure," or, "What's your craziest dream you'd love to pursue?" ignite her sense of possibility outside the confines of duty and obligation. Of course, no exploration of a woman's desires would be complete without addressing intimacy. While the cultural conception is that men are ravenous for sex while women are ambivalent, the reality is that most women crave to feel cherished, desired, and to experience transcendent intimacy and sensuality. Hearing, "You're so beautiful," and "I desire every part of you," makes her feel valued, loved, and wanted on a primal level. But it's not just about the horizontal foxtrot. Women want to hear, "I love the way your mind works," and "Your passion for is such a turn-on," reminders that you value all of her, not just her outer appearance. She wants to feel seen, understood, and cherished in her totality. Lest I fail to give mad props to the fairer sex, I'd be remiss not to remind the men out there to express their admiration and gratitude. "I'm in awe of your strength, wisdom, patience, etc." Women do so much emotional labor and often question their own capabilities, so highlighting her superpowers is like watering a flower in need of nourishment. And in this day and age where women are more empowered than ever to chase their dreams, it's important to make her feel supported, not threatened in her ambitions. I'm so proud of your accomplishments, and your drive and success inspire me, show that you're a true partner, not an insecure person threatened by her success. Finally, even the simplest spontaneous expression like, "You know what I love about you," reminds her that you see her, you appreciate her unique quirks and spirit, you choose her over and over again each day. Now I know what some of you might be thinking, whoa, that's a lot of words. And you'd be right. Modern men aren't exactly taught a linguistic repertoire for emotional expression from an early age. It can feel cheesy, forced, and deeply uncomfortable at first to speak this vulnerability language of the feminine. But here's the secret: women are profound energetic receivers. They can feel the intention behind the words. When you start making a sincere effort to engage on this deeper emotional level, even if your delivery is imperfect at first, she will feel it. Resonance is more important than perfect phrasing. And if you really embrace vulnerability as a strength, you'll find that these phrases become more natural over time. You'll awaken emotional muscles you never knew you had. And the payoff, a deeply fulfilling, intimate relationship, is immense. After all, women are incredible athletes of emotional intelligence and energetic attunement themselves. Isn't it time to meet your partner on her playing field of profound vulnerability and spoken intimacy? If you do, you'll find connection like you've never experienced before. So in short, while flattery and romance have their place, the phrases that truly land with a woman aren't about cheap lines or material accomplishments. They convey that you see her wholeness, you respect her humanity, you celebrate her dreams, you cherish all aspects of her being, and you are willing to show up in profound emotional intimacy and vulnerability with her. When you start communicating from that level, you'll realize that love is not some mystical force reserved for fairy tales and storybooks. Love is presence, listening, accountability, vulnerability, and speaking from a place of emotional transparency. And hey, once you get good at it, you can bring a little poetic romance back into the equation, too. The divine combination of strength and tenderness is truly an aphrodisiac. If you take nothing else away today, please remember that language shapes reality. The words you choose can either build intimacy or create distance. So use your words to forge profound emotional attunement. Let your woman know that she is seen, cherished, and held in the highest regard. It may not always come naturally for us as men. But trust me, your commitment to mastering this language of intimacy and vulnerability will pay incredible dividends. You'll make her feel more understood, appreciated, and deeply bonded to you in a way you've never experienced before. Gentlemen, that's how you speak directly to a woman's heart and soul. The stage is yours, use your voice and your words wisely. We have the power and privilege to awaken exquisite profound intimacy in our partnerships. So let's speak love into existence in a way no fairy tale ever could.